Okay, so I'm going to be taking accountability for making my friend or former friend Aaron upset. And if you're watching this, Aaron, I'm sorry for making you upset. I didn't mean to. And so this all started, I think, couple days ago. I think when he was making the post about Ralph Stalker, and I did comment that he was starting to annoy me, and after that I blocked him, and I did comment around some things about Beatles stuff, about, say, my Beatles casting and, like, what his favorite songs are, and he got annoyed with it, and I didn't want to make him upset, so I apologized, and I do promise to shut up sometimes. Even if I don't intend on making you upset, I am sorry for making you upset. And I do admit, I do talk about my you and Beatles and ask questions way too much, and I do think I went too far with it. But I do promise to stop. Sometimes. I may take a break of like making TRWR, and plus and also, I didn't mean to annoy you, but I do promise to shut up. And I just like to have a conversation with my friends. That way we talk and have fun and discuss our own opinions. That is all I just want to do. I don't mean any harm, and Winston has replied to him saying about, that I am sorry, and he has given his reasons. So, like every Q&A video, he talked about AU, and they even have AU, which he got mad at me for yapping about AU, which I'll admit, I do talk about it a lot, like I just said, but everyone talks about AU, so I get you can't be too much, but I don't really get how that is, like, say, a reason to get mad. And I know sometimes people can get mad at me talking about some interest I like with, like, Beatles, my AU and stuff. But I do promise to sometimes keep it a bit quiet and not talk about it as much. So, yeah, and about the making OCs about purple permission. I'll admit that is my bad on that part. But I do want to make them so because I like their content and I want to, make OCs of them so that way I can make, say, fan art of their OCs because I really like them. And I do talk about too much about Beatles, but I'm sorry, I just like them so much. I know it can be a bit of annoying, but yeah. And about the AU of, like, Daima and Michael, I have talked to Daima about it, and he seems to be fine with it. So, yeah. And about Michael, that one 2B's locomotive, I'll probably have to apologize and tell him that I haven't any of his OC. But yeah, I think it is wise to ask people's permission first. So, yeah. And I have made his OC. I'll probably post it later on, like, YouTube and DeviantArt or so. So, yeah. Aaron, again, if you're watching this, I'm genuinely sorry that I made you upset. Like, I genuinely am. And this also happened with, like, Daniel, the Blue Schools class, and he has given his own reasons, which I respect, but I have checked, and he has subbed to him. I'm not being disrespectful, but I have checked. And I did give out my own criticisms. I didn't mean to make him upset, but I did get about my own criticisms. That was all. And Daniel had stopped milking this is what your favorite locomotive says about you, and everyone has done their own Ideal Thomas videos at some point. So, yeah, so I'm genuinely upset with making Aaron upset. So, if you're watching this again, I'm sorry for making you upset. So, yeah, I hope you can forgive me. You don't have to, but I do. I don't want to start a war with us. I don't want to have like this whole drama thing for going so long. So, yeah, I don't really want to have a drama. I mean, probably next time I do make an AU of OC, I do promise to make permission of that. So, yeah. Once again, Aaron, I'm sorry, and I'll probably make a post about it, apologizing to him. So, yeah. Happy Christmas, y'all, and this is Enterprise Cheers 101, signing out.